Okay, so before I start this review, because I've already done like 7 movies in one day on April 13th, 2018, I wanted to give a quick shout out to New York City. It's a lovely town. The people there are wonderful. You got the Empire State Building, Times Square, the Statue of Liberty. Whoa, what the? What? What is this? Are you shitting me? There's no way this is real, right? 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 Someone please say right. Well, it's true. Jason Takes Manhattan, the 8th film in the series, a movie in which production told the director Rob Henning that Jason has been in the woods for over 7 movies. Can we please get him somewhere else to hypen up the franchise a bit? Well, they did, and that one city happened to be New York. A promotional poster for the film was released, and it got a lot of attention from audiences that gave the film initial marketing value. So that got people talking, but New York Tourism Committee didn't like it and told Paramount to remove it because we don't want people thinking that a lunatic wearing a hockey mask wielding a machete is running around killing people. So they removed it and replaced it with this. The other poster can still be seen all over the internet. But wow, Manhattan. Jason in Manhattan. I could just think of all the things Jason can do in Manhattan. He would stir up quite a ruckus. The director had the idea to have Jason on the Brooklyn Bridge, the Empire State Building, the Twin Towers, pretty much anywhere famous. Oh boy! Well, we didn't get a good outcome. Let's discuss the film. It opens at the famous Camp Crystal Lake where 2 characters, Jim and Susie, are making out, and Jim tells Susie the origin of Jason. This is the 8th movie and we're still talking about the origin. The way it was discussed in part 2 was good, and that was only part 2. Well, Jason is revived. I don't know exactly how he was killed in part 7, but whatever. He's revived just like in part 6 with electricity, and he gets his ass back to business. Jim had a hockey mask to scare Susie, and for some reason it has the same axe mark even though it was destroyed in part 7. But Jason kills our buddy Jim and the MPAA, screw you guys. He kills Susie, who flips her shit by idiotically hiding in the cargo hold instead of jumping into the lake and swimming to shore and running. And Jason slowly approaches her with the harpoon and she sits there having a panic attack and she's dead. Dummy. Jason's like, God, I'm glad I killed you off. We're then taken to a cruise where a bunch of graduates are celebrating going to New York, and all of a sudden, the boat that Jason was on that was clearly at a lake now happens to appear at the ocean. Okay, this really doesn't make any sense. A lake ocean, I guess you can call it? I mean, this movie is called Jason Takes Manhattan, might as well have flying pigs. The title was originally going to be called Ashes to Ashes for whatever reason, but moving on. So yeah, all the while these kids are on board this cruise, there's really no rhyme or reason why Jason has to kill these people. Just a random cruise that he sneaks aboard on and is like, hey, fuck you. He kills a wannabe rock star with a guitar in a poorly edited shot. He shoves a hot sauna in somebody's chest. Fuck. Ouch. It was cut quickly because of our good friends at the MPAA, like most kills here. Rennie is the main character here. She had a dramatic experience when her uncle pushed her into Camp Crystal Lake to teach her how to swim and was pulled down by Jason. So yeah, the uncle is kind of a douche pickle in this movie, along with this bitch Tamara, who likes to sexually seduce people into getting her out of trouble. She pushes Rennie into the ocean and she does drugs. Then she gets a sharp glass mirror into her, and we don't see what was supposed to be in the movie, which is her with glass in her body. Cut. Jason kills the first mate in a terrible view kill through glass, but it's made up because he kills the captain and he makes a hilarious face when it happens. He throws someone 20 feet in the air and so on. Now, notice after all that I'm talking about here, they're still on this boat. Isn't it the title that lures audiences in? And when Jason finally does make it to the city, that only takes about an hour. I'm serious, it takes over an hour before Jason makes it to New York City. I don't think we would be complaining if the title of the movie wasn't Jason Takes Manhattan. But we have to clear the air because there is a logical explanation for all this, and it's obvious. its budget. The cost it takes to film in New York is a lot. One of the most expensive places to shoot. Like I said before, they wanted Jason in the Empire State Building, the Brooklyn Bridge, the Twin Towers, but the cost it would have been to film there would have been too much. So some of the shots were in Los Angeles and mostly Vancouver, but it doesn't really matter because the times the film was shot in Vancouver, the majority of the film is on the boat. So why even take hours worth of footage to show us just how Jason gets there? Why not just have him on a speeder boat to get there? Hell, that would have been big and funny. Hell, a lot of kills are crappy, but this cut of the film is better than most of the kills seen here. Now that's hilarious. It does have moments when he finally gets to New York like this. Oh my god, it's such a great scene. He could have killed any of those people, but instead he kicks the stereo because it was in his way. Comedy gold.
You a dead meat slime bag. Yo man, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool.
He shoves that Dick Charles McCullough in whatever the fuck that is with a dead rat in it. He shoves some tall dude into a mirror, which is hilarious. But I definitely gotta mention this death right here. The boxer Julius, who led a platoon who were all killed by Jason. He sticks up for himself and starts to punch Jason again and again and again and again and again. Too much so that his knuckles bleed. And this was originally supposed to take place at the Brooklyn Bridge, but budget. So now it's just an ordinary rooftop. The amount of punching he gives to Jason takes over 1 minute and 41 seconds, which is way too long. I don't know if it's funny or just a waste of time. Of course, when Jason punches him, it's funny, and the only kill that seems to be worth a damn, like a Mortal Kombat fatality. But when Julius is doing them, it just drags too damn long. Funny death though. It was my favorite death in the film because it was like MPAA approved. The rest just takes place in a subway, then the sewers, where Jason is killed in a very inventive way with toxic waste. Holy shit, you better believe that hurts. But Jason's face looks too cartoony. I mean, look at him. What happened? Last time with this badass look? Look, they look like, what? What happened? He looks gay. Yeah, he looks stupid. Yeah, cartoony. Dumb. But him getting melted with toxic waste is very inventive. Then he reverts back into a little boy somehow. Okay, that's retarded. What does it pay off? Is it the end? Is it his reincarnation? We never know, nor care. And it ends in Times Square with the characters going off into the sunset or the dark night or whatever the fuck. And that's Jason Takes Manhattan. Holy cow, what a movie. It could possibly be the worst in the entire series. The absolute worst. With shitty characters we don't care about, poor plot development, location issues, budget, the lake somehow connecting to the ocean. It has moments when he's in New York, but it doesn't really help it much. The film was also in competition with Tim Burton's Batman. So, yep. What they should do next is put Jason in Las Vegas like they did with Leprechaun. But instead of Vegas, Jason is going to hell.
Now, I say we regroup and let's go find this motherfucker before he finds us, huh? Are you with me?